All right, what's going on, YouTube? Happy Thursday. Only one more day to go till we get to the weekend. All right, I got a mail call here that I'm pretty excited about. So before I crack it open, I'm gonna show. I love cars, but I've always in my adult life I've been really into the off-road stuff. I love four-wheeling, going off-road. So I'm going to show some of my favorite castings in that regard. Because there really doesn't seem to be a lot of the four-wheel drive stuff. I'm not going to get the hood open on this, but this is a green light Dodge Ram Charger. It's awesome. I love it. I love this truck. It's very highly detailed. Got the spare tire in the back. Number 350. I have the green machine version of this as well. I really wish they would bring this out with the lift kit on it. But a very cool truck. So that's your Dodge Ram Charger. I like this one a lot too. This is a Johnny Lightning. I had one of these. I had a 1984 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I paid $300 for it. This was back in it was the year 2000. I paid $300 and I drove it for probably close to a year. And then it just died, so I left it on the side of the road. But this thing is awesome. It's got really nice detail at the wood grain. My only critique of this, or negative critique, the tires are a little bit too small. Should have had bigger tires on it. But otherwise, it is really, really nice. Awesome 4x4. That's the Grand Wagoneer. Here's one. I have a bunch of these. And I really do like these. This is the green light Ford Bronco. Oh, you know what? I forgot the Racing Champs Bronco. I meant to bring that out. This is a cool 4x4 here. This does have the lift kit. See, I'd love to see this suspension on that Ram Charger. It would just be killer. Well, let's mix it up a little bit. Here's a Kyosho. One of the very few Kyosho off-road vehicles that I have. I don't think they really make a whole lot of them. This is a Toyota FJ Cruiser. So this assortment here of off-road vehicles is your premium diecast. There are no Hot Wheels in this. It's all going to be premium detailed stuff. So there's your FJ Cruiser Bruiser. And then staying on that theme, its predecessor, its grandfather, the Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning smashed this casting. This casting is so dope. And I have the navy blue one that I sent up to Wisconsin to my buddy up there. I know you all know him. If you don't subscribe to his channel, you should. His name's Dave. He goes on YouTube. He goes by Champion DJK. And he's got a really popular channel, diecast channel. He does some awesome reviews. But I sent him a blue one, and he put headlights in it, and it looks sick. It's a lot like this one, which he did this one too. Actually, this could be a good off-road vehicle for this video. Johnny Lightning Hummer. Has a little switch right here. So it looks sweet, and I've got the FJ that does it too. I'm very partial to the FJ though. The FJ pretty much went straight into the display case because that's just sick. I had a couple people blowing me up saying, "Oh, dude, are you selling? Are you selling it?" Nope. Not happening. Try to find another one. I doubt there is another one. That's probably a one of a kind. Anyways, let me get this back on. This thing is sick too. This is another Johnny Lightning. Here's the funny thing about this. Before I show this car, I had a Matchbox Toyota FJ. Everybody knows that casting. It's a really popular casting. I did a wheel swap on it with these Hot Wheel, you know, the Hot Wheels 4x4 tires, not the really big ones, but the smaller ones with all the beefy tread on them. And the tires were too big and it was log jammed. So what I did is I had this Johnny Lightning, which had rubber tires, and it had off-road tires on it, but the tires looked too small, a lot like this, because they are too small. So I just did a tire swap, and now that FJ Matchbox has real riders that actually roll, and this thing has some sick-looking off-road tires. These are the original Johnny Lightning wheels with Hot Wheels tires, and they fit perfect, and it looks so sick. I mean, that thing just looks so sick. It'll tackle any terrain. And this is a Johnny Lightning International Scout. I have the White Lightning of this too. The tires on it, they're just, I don't know. Even these tires almost look a little bit too small, but man, it looks way better. So this thing is badass because it'll drive anywhere you want it to drive. And then the last one I'm going to show, before I crack open my my new one, is this. It's another green light, and it's the only dirtied 4x4 or off-road vehicle that I have. Hang on a second. Need two hands. And these Jeep Wranglers from Greenlight are pretty dope. You can take the top off. You have yourself a convertible Jeep. And it looks great. The mud spatter looks awesome. Looks really good. So this is the only one that I have that has that that custom look, like he was up in the mountains all day getting dirty until now. So this is my new purchase here. I can see a few things about it that I'm not too thrilled about, but all in all, I think it looks awesome. So here it is, and I'm going to crack it open. This is from 2012, so not too long before Tommy closed up shop there at Johnny Lightning. So Release 25. These were the different castings. that were available. In fact, I think this is one of them that came in this same run. Oh, I need to check. I need to see what that one looks like. That 6x6 and the Aspen and the Country. Oh, I think I have the Country Squire. Anyways, I saw these. This was like when I first started collecting. The diecast car that got me collecting was the Hot Wheels Mainline Ecto 1. And these were on the pegs around that same time. And I bought a couple. And as I had them, I held on to them like when I started collecting hardcore. But they weren't Hot Wheels and they got traded off. One of them was, oh, here, I'll just show you what it is. One of them was like an olive green, like a matte color olive green, and it had the olive green wheels, and I took a permanent marker and colored all of it, and then like later on I totally regretted it because these cars right now, they're pretty expensive to pick these up if you can find them. You know, sometimes you can find them for a good price, but most of the time these are pretty pricey. So I don't know. I wish back in the day that I would have bought a lot more Johnny Lightning and kept all of it. So I can tell you, like, the one big issue I have with this is these plastic tires. The other one that I had rubber tires. But the mud the mud looks sweet, but it should have rubber tires with some beefy tread on it. But I mean, this thing looks like it was out mudding. I mean, they've even covered up some of the copyright stuff on the bottom here. It's still legible, but the wheels and tires are muddy. You've got your snorkel. The winch is just totally caked in dust and dirt and grime. I wish the headlights were a little bit more muddy. But you can also see the windshield is pretty muddy. It would have been awesome. I have the dirty General Lee, and you can see on that one on the windshield is muddy, but you can see where the wipers wiped it. That would have been really cool to do that on this. But look at those windows, how muddy they are. That just looks awesome. Same thing with the back. If they would have done like a little wiper spot. Oh. Whoa. Dude. Alright, it looks like it's coming off, but it's not. It's on there. It falls back a little bit, but it's on there pretty good. It's not going to come off. But that thing is sweet. It rolls great, just as any Johnny Lightning does. So these are, you know, I've had a couple of these too. Older generation. I had the Jeep Cherokee Laredo. I've had a 1988 and I've had a 1990. With both of them had the inline six. One of them was a five. I don't know if it was a five. It was a 5-speed manual, and the other one was an automatic. Awesome, freaking cars. Those inline 6-cylinders. You can run those things like 300,000 miles if you just change the oil. The transmission can be, you know, you gotta baby the transmission in those things, but awesome little Jeeps, man. I used to go camping all the time, and they were great on very narrow, very aggressive trails. I grew up in Denver, so I spent a lot of time up in the Rocky Mountains going four-wheeling and camping. So I've had one of these. I've had, my cousin actually had, my partner in crime up there Had an old like 1987 Ram Charger. I've also had one of these. I didn't own this one long enough to get too crazy in it. But the other one that I had that I loved was I had a 95 Ford Bronco XLT. And I bought that thing in 2008 when gas was like $5 a gallon. I practically stole that thing. It was a one owner. It had like 122,000 miles on it. This is 2008. So it was, it's only 13 years old. 120,000 miles on it. I paid like $1,700. Thing was mint. There was nothing wrong with it. I drove it for a year and a half and sold it for $4,000. And now, if I had it now, it's worth at least that, probably more. But anyways, so those are. I had a 99 4Runner too. That was a fun one. And the truck that I have now, I haven't been off road in that yet. I've had it since September, and I bet my daughter would love that too. She'd probably have a blast. Going off road, bumping or bouncing around up there. But anyways, never had a Jeep Wrangler. I've only ever had the Grand Wagoneer and the Cherokee. The Grand Wagoneer that I had a Buick 360. I think it was a Cleveland Buick 360. And it needed some vacuum hoses, I think, so the four-wheel drive didn't work. But I still went mudding in it. I had to get pulled out every time I got stuck. But these things right here in real life, if you can find one, these are very expensive. These, I almost bought one of these when I bought the truck I have. I probably should have, because if these end up being anything like these, they're going to be collectible later on and expensive. But anyways, 17, almost 18 minutes. That's going to be the video. Johnny Lightning off-road. I'm going to do another video tonight of my oak cabinet, the main shelf. I took all of the Hot Wheels, all the RLC, all the Supers out, put them in storage, and I took all the Green Machines out, put them in storage, and I put all of the premium import stuff on display in there. In fact, hold on, I'm going to show you the ceiling of my bedroom here. We're going to go in the bathroom where it's dark, but I'm going to show you here. This is my closet. This is where the Green Machines, that's all Green Machines up there. And I'm all put away. There's a Golf Mustang, Golf Camaro. Ooh, there's the Talladega Nights Series 8. Lot of Green Machines in that tub. And then here, oh, Modern Classic Silverado, NSX Super, Golf Camaro. So anyways, just to show you that I'm not lying, those are being put away. I got tired of looking at them. And I said, you know what? I want to look at my JDM stuff and my detailed European stuff. So I'm going to do a video later showing that. And then I got some other stuff too. I got another car in the mail. I was going to show it in this video, but it's not. It's a totally different theme. So I'm going to do it in another video tomorrow. I've got another car that came today, but no one was here to sign for it. So I have to go pick it up from the post office tomorrow on my lunch. So This other car that I have here that I got a couple days ago, it goes a lot better with the car that I have to pick up tomorrow. So I figure I'll go get it tomorrow on lunch, and then tomorrow night I'll do a little 2-car review. But tonight I just wanted to show this thing. And you know, a lot of you probably couldn't care less about this. Just not your thing at all. But me, I love off-road stuff. And it's really hard as a collector of this scale, 1:64. It's really hard finding nice, detailed off-road pieces. There's not a lot of them out there. You know, there really isn't. Greenlight does a whole bunch of the Broncos. So that's pretty cool. But outside of that, you know, Hot Wheels has some stuff, but most of it is so ugly and cartoony. Like the Hot Wheels Ford Bronco is just an ugly casting. Even the Matchbox one, you know, that's a licensed model that I thought they really didn't do a good job with. But I do like the Skyjacker Matchbox, the black Skyjacker one. I thought that one looked really cool. But anyways, Johnny Lightning did some nice ones. Greenlight has done a few nice ones. Auto World doesn't even do a 4x4 casting. M2 has done nothing in the way of off-road vehicles. Nothing. They have put a couple of 4x4s out. This being one of them. Even though this isn't really a factory release, this is a 4x4 truck you can get from M2. But yeah, that's it. Kyosho specializes in import stuff, so you know, they have the FJs, they have a Land Cruiser, they have the Mercedes G-Wagons, they have a BMW X5, which I wouldn't take one of those off-road. But they don't have a lot of aggressive off-road stuff, so anyways, so my point is it's hard to find them. So when I do find stuff like this, like a Kyosho FJ, I'm quick to grab it, you know, even though it cost me $20. I'm quick to grab it because they're rare. It's hard to find. And these International Scouts are getting kind of pricey. Pretty much any old Johnny Lightning stuff, it's all gone up quite a bit in the last couple of years since I've started collecting. And I think the whole hobby has totally changed since I started collecting. Back in the day, the Datsun 510 Vintage Racing was a peg warmer. But right now, there's so many people collecting that no Datsun would ever warm the pegs, let alone a Brock Racing Datsun. So the evolution of the diecast hobby. If you guys have any really cool off-road stuff like this and you're interested in trading it, hit me up. I'd definitely be interested. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to load this up, and later on, I will do another video that I think will be a lot better than this one. So, thanks for checking it out, and I will holler at the next one.